Hey Lost fans, Dustin here, getting ready to give you guys a little recap.
Hey Dustin, I brought some pizza and some Red Bulls. I thought we could just hang out.
Thanks, Dad. One thing I was very happy to find out in the world that isn't an alternate universe, according to Damon Carlton, it is just the universe, is that pizza still exists in that universe.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm glad it does.
And so does bad relationships with your father.
Yep. I like the fact that, unlike Jack's father, who, when he was in Australia and Sawyer told him to call, Christian didn't call, but Jack did. But we don't know if David ever listened to that message or not. Did he? Here's something that should spark a little conversation, at least some sort of reaction from you. David, he's quite the Faraday, huh? I mean, look at him chomping away on those keys.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's pretty boring. But also she's like, oh yeah, you don't remember getting your appendix taken out? Your dad wanted to, but they wouldn't let him. There was something curious there. It was like a hazy memory or something.
Mm-hmm. I think that'll definitely, it's building towards something. What it is, you don't know.
And for those ladies, he still takes his shirt off, and that's pretty darn good.
We always see one person who doesn't really belong there, like Ethan Rom, Ben Linus, now Dogan here, who's like, how long has your son been playing? And Jack's like, I don't know. And Dogan's like, bad dad, see you later.
Who do you think David's mother is? It's going to be someone we've seen.
Yeah, definitely true. With Locke, we thought maybe the dad was somebody else, but we found out it was the same. So I'm not sure how far away from the normal storyline they would go. It could be Sarah, maybe.
Yep, I think so.
Could be Kate.
No, it's not Kate. We've already seen Kate in that timeline.
Maybe.
Well, I guess it could be, but that would be really weird. It's not Kate.
If he looked at her and was like, oh yeah.
Oh, did she not pick up David from school? Why was she? Wait, why is she at the airport?
Why she got handcuffs on? She's very removed from his life.
David was very spoiled. In 2004, he had a flat screen TV in his room. I don't think flat screen TVs were invented until 2006. In 2004, if you had a flat screen TV, the monitor would be flat, but it would still be a thick TV. It would still be like pretty thick, unless you're some sort of rich doctor who lives in Bel Air.
Is it Bel Air?
What? Where Jack lives?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is it the same place where Will Smith lives with Uncle Phil?
Yeah, well, you know whose uncle Jack is? Jack is uncle to. Aaron. Aaron's going to show up at Jack's doorstep, need a place to hang out for a while, and guess who's going to be playing the role of Carlton? David. It all makes sense.
So Jack is Uncle Phil.
When David said, "You don't know this band," was he listening to Drive Shaft?
One can only assume Drive Shaft or Geronimo Jackson are the two.
Geronimo Jackson, I think, would have been, because they were supposedly in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Drive Shaft. We will Lostopedia that later and see if that is true.
Do you want that?
Do you want that?
You want to eat it?
I do.
Have it.
He's recruiting me for something.
It's poison! A little upset we didn't get to see any Richard, Swirly Richard, running around.
What'd you think of Claire beating up, not just beating up, but killing Justin?
Yeah, Claire swinging the axe into Justin, he just died without
There was not much blood.
Wasn't much blood. He just went like he turned off, like you turn off a computer. He just went. Ew. Aaron doesn't look too good.
Aaron, I mean, well, I know you said that Claire and Jin's storyline was like kind of boring, and I said, "Baby, a little boring."
What are you saying?
Baby, a little boring.
I'm gonna have to put how you spell boring when you typed that to me last night.
But you notice I'm saying baby a little, like instead of maybe a little, I'm saying baby a little boring.
Yeah, we'll see. If you think that's funny, then LOL and say
LOL. That's pretty funny, right? I mean, she had a baby boar instead of Aaron. I mean, baby a little Boring?
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah, I think we all got it. We're ready to move on.
Alright. Maybe we should bore on it for a little while.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure.
Okay. I wish Jack would come and bring us more pizza.
Hurley's just calling shit out left and right that the audience is thinking.
Thank God.
The audience thinks it, and then Hurley goes, hey, isn't this just like old times? You know, like season 1? He practically says, isn't this like season 1?
Yeah. Here's a little Desmond Hume theory.
Oh, I forgot about Desmond. Yes.
Desmond, the rules do not apply to Desmond. Remember, that was said by Eloise in season 3 or something, because he can like bounce back and forth and whatever. He can go back between...
He can go back in time!
Bow, bow, bow. Desmond can go to one universe to the other universe and go back and forth.
One theory I've heard is that what we're seeing right now as this flash sideways is really just really far flash forwards of some weird way that like at the end of this season, everything that we're seeing during this season is really what happens after this season.
So it's flash forwards.
So it's just flash forwards. What did you think about the whole Lighthouse? The Lighthouse, was it there before, or did it just all of a sudden be here?
I think it was always there.
I do too. I think it's always been there.
What do you think of Jack busting down the door?
I mean, busting down the door, who cares? It's like, oh, yeah. He's like, Hurley, you don't got anything written on your hand there about how to open a busted door? It's like, kind of good one, Jack. This is like the first comedic line they've ever given him. It is. Jack never says anything funny.
Well, he does say a lot of things funny without meaning to.
Right, I mean, it's funny to us because we're like, oh, Jack, you're such a stupid asshole.
Like when Dogan is like, he's infected, and Jack's like, he's not even running a fever. That's like, Jack, you're so one single-minded. Did Jack say you have what it takes?
Did Jack say it to anybody?
Did he say it
I
to
think
David?
he probably did. He had to have. And he also said, you want to put your bike in the back of my Jeep and we can go have pizza at home?
Come on, let's go get some fucking freezing cold pizza.
That's exactly what I was like, that's cold pizza and room temperature Dr. Pepper. Sounds like a great time, Dad. I have to admit, I looked this up on Lostpedia because I wanted to know what it was. What does Dogan say to Hurley? He says, I swear if I didn't have to protect you, I'd cut your head off.
Jacob's like, you don't want to know, right? Didn't he say that?
He's like, oh, it's some mean words.
Will David's piano teacher be Daniel Faraday?
Ooh, I like that one.
That'd be cool.
That would be really cool. Impression time!
Impression time!
Impression time!
Can you guess the impression?
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Oh, this water. It's murky. Is it murky? Or... Oh yeah, the food court's down the road.
Jacob!
Got it.
Jacob.
Alright, your turn.
I don't care, Dad.
David, that was a really easy one.
David, that was an easy one.
Alright, I got another one. Oh, your son is very talented.
It's Dogan?
No! Dogan's son.
Oh! Alright, your question of the week comes from... Are you already talking before I pick up the phone? Sam, ask me the biggest question you have about Lost.
Why is Claire fucking nuts?
The next episode is Sundown.
Ah, sun's gonna go down on Jin.
Is it a sun episode? I know the answer.
Is it an episode about someone who is a son?
Yeah.
It's about a guy?
From what I'm to understand.